Well, I had an idea to do all sorts of work yesterday, and I didn't because I was sitting in the gallery and playing the host of the Urban Sketchers and bringing people around the property to try to find places for them to draw and dealing with the gallery and all sorts of other stuff. So consequently, I need my drawing creative fix going on. And I'm going to get some of that done right now, right here. Now, as you know, many of you know, I'm drawing watches. So the watch is right there. But I'm right here. So you're going to look at me. You're not going to look at my table is still tilted. So consequently, things roll off. What's this doing? Nothing. Anyway, I thought what I would do is try to see if I could make an interesting movie with maybe I don't know, I'll just see what happens here if I have 6 frames in a movie. Hey Friedrich, 6 frames in a movie, and what I'm trying to do is maybe show the balance wheel going back and forth. Of course, everything else is going to be jiggly because clearly I didn't use a compass when I'm doing these things. But the thing that I'm going to focus on is the balance wheel. So the rest of the stuff is going to be sort of unfocused on. Does that make sense? So I bought, someone posted on I don't know, fountain pen page of some sort. He had three Skylines for sale for $50, and I got them. And I know that they are not worth the fucks that you would be saying fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. But and none of the nibs were flexible, but and the barrels were all broken. But I bought them anyway because it seemed like it was a no-brainer. It seemed like I was getting 3 good caps and 3 good nibs for $50. You know, does anyone have to think about that? Well, evidently, people had to think about it. And he said, well, 2 people were in front of me, but they were asking questions and didn't get back to him after he answered them. So, F them, he said. Oh, is it? Anyway, I figured, as you know, my nib tastes they don't have to be flexible. Everyone wants flexible. Well, too bad. There's not enough flexible nibs to go around. So you have to learn to appreciate the other kinds of nibs. And these might be really boring Johnny one-note nibs, but I just need to. There has to be a lot of boring people named Johnny that don't know how to sing that want a pen, right? That's my thought. Yeah, I know that. Even if they're broken, the gold value, and that's what people were saying. And even people that know that, all they had to do is buy the pens, throw everything away, yank the nibs out with the pliers, and bring it down to the scrap metal dealer with your grandma's teeth and mother's wedding ring. Dig up your mother in the grave and pry off her wedding ring. But even, I just don't understand. Not that I care. I don't care. I got the pen, so la di fucking da. Okay, so these are my things. Do I add a wash? I think I will add a wash. I'm using my big fat brush here. And I'm just gonna melt some of this stuff a little bit so that there's a little tiny bit of variety here in the background. There's already variety, I know, because of my careful rendering. But again, it's the balance wheel that I'm gonna focus on, because that's sort of the thing I see moving. I don't see other things moving on the watch. Everything else is moving too slow. No, that's true. They have no idea, and you're not sounding arrogant. It's like people that buy an SUV. They don't have soccer kids. They don't have any children. They don't need an SUV, but they buy an SUV because it's big. Now, some of them do have kids, and some of them are a soccer mom. Some of them are soccer dads. Okay. Well, the left, right, and center, it is sort of too bad that, okay, so this part is going to be moving. So there's going to be a little pin there, a little pin there. Here a pin, there a pin. Gear, 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 gear. Pin, pin, dark, dark. Now the pin moved over here, or whatever these are, these little weights, counterweights. I think I'm going to come in with my brush and sort of make this area dark in a second. Well, I don't know. If the people that are buying flex nibs now and really want them, and they play around with them for a little tiny bit, and they realize that they don't like them or they can't use them properly, that's fine. Let them learn that they don't like the need to have to think as much in using them as they don't have the time to learn or whatever. I'm not trying to. I don't know what I think. What do I think? Help me. Tell me what I think. Some people are never going to be calligraphers. I guess that's what I'm thinking. And some people are never going to learn. I do hate, though, selling a flexible nib or any kind of a nib that does something special, and the person who's wants to buy it, by the way they're holding their hand or the way I see how their writing works, it's clear that they're not using it to its advantage. And sometimes I can suggest to them that, you're buying a Maserati to go to the grocery store. I think what you really need is a smooth, some other kind of a nib. And sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. They say, well, I need to, anyway. Okay, so here are 6 frames. How do I focus on the market of, well, the market will, I don't know what the market will do. The market for flex nibs, or the market of pens, or the stock market. There had been a craze for Estabrooks. There was the Estabrook craze, and that has continued. I mean, it didn't crash like the South Sea bubble, and all of Estabrooks are now more valuable than they were, but they weren't crazy. They didn't go up like 10% one day, or 100% rather, in one day. They came. All it did, I'm sorry, I guess all that Esterbrook market, surge did was to allow people to look at an Esterbrook for the first time and see, this actually is a quality pen. Now, it still didn't make people like me give up collecting gold pens, and I have a dozen Esterbrookes maybe in my collection, but none of the ones that are particularly valuable. I just have some weird ones that I like. Well, they might kill some of them. Yeah, they might say, okay, well, I need this has to be smoother or something. So I grind it down or turn it into something else. Okay, so now I've got 6 frames of a movie. Is this going to work? What do you think? I'm overheating. So drink some more hot coffee. Okay, let me get my little camera over here. The cat is weird. Well, if they have the money to spend, why not? Okay, what am I doing? Oh snap. Oh snap Pro. Okay, new project. Watch. Square. Done. Back camera, create. Start shooting. Okay, so right there. I have 6 images. And what are my permutations of what goes first and what goes second? I mean, how many pairings do I have with 6? 6 to the power of 2, 36 pairings. Is that how that works? You have 2 pennies, you have 2 heads, 6, I guess. I kind of like this idea. Is it going to work? We'll find out in one short. No, yes. I think I need to have more of these that are just between 2. When they're 2, you sort of understand how they go. When they're too confused, maybe you won't. Well, let's see what this is like. 34 frames. Ready to see my movie? You don't quite see the little second hand, do you? Or the balance wheel. You see everything else move around. I kind of like it. Do I like it fast or do I like it slow? What do we think? Academy Award for animation goes to Pierre Gustafson. I want to thank you so much. I want to thank my fluffer who kept me going. Oh, I'm not getting an award for that work. Oh, this is for the watch thing. Okay, yes. Okay, let me go back to shooting. Shoot. Oh, now of course the light has changed. Let me try this. 1, 2. I'm just going to try a section of just 2 going back and forth. See if you get the Oh, current 9, total 43. Okay. I honestly don't know where the 9 are, but they're in here somewhere. What do you think? Oh, I think those were the 9. Yes. Right there. Right here. So, cool. So if I were to sort of zoom in on just that, maybe do more drawings. But anyway, this is fun. Stop, export, create video, render video, share video, camera roll. Done. See what happens. Put this up on Instagram. Oh, Afix Data. What did you just buy? He's sharing his Parker 75. Okay, you're going to get a heart there. Here's Minimal Scholar with his, I have to send him some pens. He doesn't know old pens yet, but he will next week. So I like this idea. I'm going to be sitting in the gallery forever and a day, so maybe I'll bring down more of these. How close can I get to one of these pictures without it being out of focus? Oops, where's, oh snap. Shoot. Okay, how close can I get? I guess I can get this close. Sort of that close. So this is sort of the size it needs to be. Oh, there's a twofer. Yeah. I can see where I did 2 images next to each other of the same thing. So it, where are my frames? There are my frames. Look at this. So where are the 2 that are identical? There was one that looked like that. Come on, where are you? Okay. Oh, there's more. Okay, it's these two. One of these two has to go. That one. Delete. Delete frame. Okay. Now it won't do that. Play. I like this little app. It's really, 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 really fun. Both of them? You want me to get rid of both of them? You don't like that frame? Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. How's Mr. Parker feeling today? This is a Pencraft pen that is very worn. Pencraft? Century. It's a Century pen. What do you know? What do you know? Do you know the movie Born Yesterday? It's one of my favorites. Billy! Billy! What do you want, you big noise? What do you know? With Judy Holliday. Judy Holliday. Judy, Judy, Judy. You know that movie, I'm sure, Friedrich.
Introducing Mike's Hard Lemonade Seltzer with 100 calories and 1 gram of sugar. Nobody makes lemonade like Mike's.
Trailer for
Not bad, huh? Sorry. Born Yesterday stars Judy Holliday in her history-making stage role as Billy Dawn. Blonde, beautiful, brazen, and oh, brother. Are you one of these talkers, or would you be interested in a little action? Academy Award winner Broderick Crawford as that man of distinction, Harry Brock. And William Holden as a guy with a nose for news, an ear to the ground, and an eye for a blonde. What are you doing? Well, if you don't know, I must be doing it wrong. Come a long way from the chorus, all right. I wasn't only in the chorus. I spoke lines. Really? I could have been a star, probably, if I'd have stuck to it. Why didn't you? Harry didn't want me being in the show. He didn't want to share me with the general public. What's so important I should get married all of a sudden? If you ever got dragged into court, a wife couldn't testify against her husband. Anyway, you've been engaged for 7 years. Never understood why you waited this long. I didn't want to be rushed. Look, this way I give her something. I'm a swell fellow. We get married, she's got it coming.
funny movie. I like when Holden explains yellow journalism. Explains that sentence to her. What happens to old newspapers? You throw it away. No, they get yellow. Oh, what do you think? What do you know? So, yes, I will do other things like this. Maybe. I'm going to throw out some what do you call it, Pierre? Use your words. Plywood pieces that I have in my house clogging up my life that I thought I could use to my advantage, but I don't need them. Throw them out. I loaned someone a divider screen yesterday for his exhibit, and I said, you can keep it, and he threw it out. So if he can throw out something he's owned for only a day, half a day, I can throw out things that I've owned and tripped over for months and years. And that's my plan. Every time I go downstairs, I'm going to take something and put it in the dumpster, whether I like it or not. So we had the Urban Sketchers here yesterday, and we had a pretty good time. Just see if I can find pictures of what we did. Here's someone did 4 little tiny watercolors of what she saw interesting in our environment. A lot of people really, really liked the garden tool rather than focusing on the flowers or the trees. Here's someone that did a beautiful rendition of our industrial track building that's happening right outside my window. And here's someone else. Oops, there was a wardrobe failure there. Sorry. Here's someone who likes drawing chain link as much as I do. This I thought was really, really nice, of the geometry of the construction zone behind us, and then someone focused on the birch tree, and I love the birch trees. I'm not so fond of the tulips, but the birch trees I like. And another guy did again the back view, and a resident in the building went up to draw the tractors and where the building used to be as I've been drawing it. And here's some of the drawings I did. Here's my friend Adam, who was trying to sell his artwork outside. And so that's, oops, not in focus. So anyway, we had a good time. we had few feet. We only had one official artist on the list showing here, and the location of us our building is at the furthest corner of Somerville. I'll just show you the Somerville map because it's actually kind of interesting to see. SOS map. SOS open. SOS open studio map. See if I can find it. May, for first weekend of May. Where's the map? Where's the map? There's the map. So here's the map of Somerville. And all those little green and red dots mean locations where people set up. And Brick Bottom is this dot right here. We're just on the very edge of Somerville. So I suspect the area around here was quite busy. Maybe the area around here, because that's also near restaurants and a tea stop. So I imagine these two spots were busy, and we weren't. We only had one artist here where, you know, this area had one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9 people. And this area had probably 15 people. So there were certain areas outside that had a lot of activity. And I don't know why Adam chose to show here where he lives rather than going to one of these places, because his paintings are all about this size. And he could easily put them in 2 boxes on a backpack and probably carry them set up. But he chose to be here, which was okay. So today, things are happening as well, but I don't think anything is happening in person. I think it's all virtual. So I may be the only one in the gallery, but that's fine. I may do some live streaming of me drawing these things or something. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what I'm going to do? I was happy, though, that the people who came to Brick Bottom yesterday for the Urban Sketchers were happy and kind of excited about this this new show. But I need more I need more work, even though I could fill the gallery all by myself with the drawings I do, but it's not about me. Is it? No. Well, I think what I'm going to do is hang up here and drink some more coffee and make my rounds. Bring a load of garbage out. Start there, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.